We have a young team, and in a lot of ways they're all learning, but to say the pressure of a game like that, this is January 11th. I mean, winning or losing, we're not winning the league based off tonight. If we'd won by 30, it wouldn't have felt any different. The reality is we didn't do the stuff you need to do to win a game tonight. This was the biggest game of the year because it's the one we play tonight. We'll play at Colgate on Saturday, and that's the biggest game of the year because it's the one we play on Saturday. It's the only one we control, and we have to find in ourselves to do better. And it starts with me. I'm going to go back and look at everything I did the last 2 days to get us ready to play this game because, again, clearly we weren't ready. We weren't ready for the intensity. We weren't ready for the purpose that we needed to play with. We didn't do anything very well. And you got to give Lehigh credit because we gave them opportunities to make plays, and they made them. But we simply weren't ready to do what we needed to do to win the game. No, it's more by design. We've got 11 guys that are talented and they can play. And it's very close with some of them as who should play more and who should play less because there's a lot of competition out there. But I think it gives us a chance to continue to develop guys, to get guys breaks because it's going to be a long game. I thought we had some guys that got tired in the first half. We're trying to catch them a few minutes here and there to get a break so we could get back into the game. But no, I go in every game prepared and planning on. We've got 11 healthy guys. I'm planning on putting 11 guys in. There are some times where various things happen that might change, but if the game flows the way it typically does, you're going to see all 11 in the first half. Played with mental and physical toughness. We played with purpose. I thought that during that stretch, we had probably one of our best possessions offensively of the year. The ball went side to side 3 or 4 times, didn't touch the floor. DJ McClay caught the ball in the middle lane and shot a layup. I thought that was outstanding. I thought that we started to guard the ball streams much better. We started to show some fight and stopped giving up some offensive rebounds. They stopped getting in the lane. We played like the team we're capable of playing during that stretch. And if you want to look at a positive, it's that we were down. We got down big in the first half and got to 6. Going to halftime, came out and got down 11 right away. They got to 18, we got it tied. So those are positive. I said all year, all along that I think we've got a tough-minded group that doesn't quit and doesn't put their heads down for too long and finds a way to get out, and they did it again tonight. We dug too big a hole, and they made a couple too many mistakes late to overcome. It's unfortunate.
He got out the game with 4 fouls. I mean, obviously we looked to attack the paint when they didn't have him in there as a shot blocking presence. But I don't know. I don't think we took advantage of the fact that he was out the game. But it is what it is. It was just stops. It was just defensive stops. I mean, we know we can score. A lot of guys on our team, everyone on our team can score. So we weren't worried about what was going on the offensive end, but we just needed to get stops. And when we started stringing stops, the offense started flowing. I saw more one-on-one matchups in the first early on there. Later on, they started doubling me and stuff, and I tried to find open teammates and kickouts and stuff like that, and try to seal deeper so I didn't have to take as many dribbles to get into the paint. But early on, I just thought it was more one-on-one. I had more room to operate.
I was really proud of our guys to be able to withstand a tremendous amount of momentum by Bucknell. Their team was energized, the arena was electric, and at times it seemed a little bit bleak, including having a key player in some foul difficulty. But they showed one of the best characteristics that I could ask a Lehigh team to show, and that was some perseverance in some tough circumstances and situations. They seemed to find a way together to get stops, to find scores. They showed toughness when they really needed to complement that teamwork. And ultimately, we were able to weather the storm. We bent, but we didn't break. We took a great push from Bucknell. I thought they played excellent basketball during that stretch. But ultimately, we settled down, and we kind of got back to the fundamentals that got us there. And ultimately, we had so many different players step up in big ways, even players who play, some different roles for us. They made positive plays tonight. Well, credit to Bucknell for playing excellent basketball during that stretch. There were some times where we missed finishes. We had turnovers. We didn't necessarily play the brand of basketball that I would have liked us to have played. And when you have memories like that, it can ultimately kind of perpetuate itself a little bit, because in those moments, if you start to second guess yourself or question your teammates or lose kind of the commitment that we have to our core principles, then things can go south in a hurry. And, when things are pressure-filled, it's easy to get away from that. But we had enough guys who really glued in, who overcame some of those obstacles. And I think that plants a very positive memory in each of our players. So in those pressure situations, we now know that we can surge forward instead of falling behind. Well, Nana Fulan, he made his impact on this game felt immediately and all the way throughout. And we are a little bit undersized. So it was really nice for our team to be able to withstand and surge with a guy who's been our performance leader in Tim Kempton on the bench. Because he's been a guy who's really kind of come through for us, and he made some big shots towards the end when he was in. But our team was also able to show enough resolve and teamwork and flexibility to build a run while he was down on the bench. But, I certainly prefer him out on the floor versus sitting on the sideline. Well, some of our threes that we got were from the ball moving quickly from side of the floor to side of the floor. Our guards were able to penetrate, and a lot of the looks that we had for three-point shots were where we were squared up and facing the goal. And then it just becomes a step-into type of shot, which our players are in excellent rhythm. I'm pleased that the ball moved enough from side to side, and we were patient enough at times to pass up what could be a pretty good shot or maybe a contested finish, and played unselfishly and with enough teamwork to set our teammates up. And many times we were almost beating our man for the sake of our teammate.